let us continue playing Motorsport Manager, where clearly the Motorsport Manager of Shadowhawk 2012 needs to actually concentrate a bit more during the races and not let my drivers run out on fuel, because that is going to cost me. It already kind of has, because Tally would have performed much better in that race, might have actually gained a few more points, and given our target of second, we need every single point we can get over Firebird MRT. So, our plots and plans for this phase, we have 24 days. The hope is that we can get most of our main components to 80, and we're going to continue working on our suspension upgrades, which we're building currently. So happy with the podium, and we might as well respond to this. That was my mistake. It definitely was. Hooray! I like that these are now a bit more pointed and not just, oh, my driver only finished 6th. Surely that is a bad race. Which every interview initially was. So I'm liking they fixed that. That's a good thing. So podium upgrade, 2 weeks for that. Huzzah for the morale, and moving on. So car repair is complete. We have sponsors. Okay, so these are our sort of positional target things. And I think we can wait on this because 400,000 a race is not a lot, really. What have we got in this slot? We have... Wow, winner. Okay. We may consider this, actually, because this is a huge reward. But we'd have to suddenly win the races, which is not something we can do very easily. Alright, car repair is finished. So let's get back to this. So, we're going to put both our suspensions in for repair, because that will be at about the same time. We'll then put both of our brakes in as well. And I think the focus should be on... Yeah, we're going to go 18.2. But not... We're going to start doing some actual performance upgrades, at least on a few bits. We're probably not going to do brakes at this stage. We might even do gearboxes. And we probably want to consider engines as well, because they take a long time to repair. But most importantly, we now have this. Now, what random part did we get here? We got the plus 50 on both. That's a usable suspension. That is awesome. Okay. So suddenly, we no longer care about this one. We do, however, care about this one. So this now is an epic level suspension. It is going to be the basis of our car next year. It's up over, yeah, 362. That was awesome. So now we have only the third best on the grid. I call shenanigans, but then we haven't actually equipped it yet. That'll be why. Because, of course, you do have to put things on the car before it will count them. So, enjoy. And if we go back to this, we now definitely have the best suspension and the best. We have the best at low and medium speed corners. In fact, if we could actually work on the high thing there, we just concentrate on cornering speed and call ourselves Red Bull. But since we are not Red Bull, and our gearbox is our lowest ranked part, and it's also kind of important to the next few races, gearboxing seems to be where it's at. 10.7 days to build. So we'd be able to build 2 of them in theory. We could also quick build 1 just to get up to this, but we've then got problems developing there. Actually, what are our lowest parts in terms of what we currently have? We have a 141 gearbox. We have also a 131 engine. So, if we went for the quick gearbox, that would definitely be better than what we got. We'd have enough time to build another one. Okay, I'm okay with doing the quick one. We want to build 3 in any case, so we might want to build 3. I'm not sure. I may regret that decision, but if we can get a reasonable gearbox set up now, that's probably a good idea. We can live with it, I suppose. Right, 2 new sponsors available. So here we go. We have options then. So an upfront payment of 200,000. Bonus for the Grand Prix. We actually do have a German Grand Prix at some stage, but this is such a bad sponsor thing for us to get. We're going to accept this. Getting 200,000 right now, and that is a huge reward if we get that in the race. Our free offers here then. Basically kind of meaningless. In fact, I might even take the Rust Jet one just purely on the basis that we get $1 million for it. bonus, none. Well, we get a few more replacing soon, so maybe I do take this low one. How's our sponsorship levels looking? Italia only has a low thing there. All right, I'm gonna Munchkin and take the million. Huzzah! We're rich again. Okay, our overall money per race has dropped slightly, but I'm okay with this for the moment. All right, let's have a look at how our parts are getting now. They're at 73. I think given that 73 is probably fine, I'm gonna go 2 more days. Continue 1, 2. Okay. So having done that, we've now got everything up to 75, 76. Obviously, we want our great suspensions to be higher, but for now, I think we need to prioritize anything we're using which does not have that higher level. So something like that, for instance. We're not upgrading our brakes yet, so actually that's a fine. They're okay to do that. It's then gearbox after this, and gearbox actually is important for this race, isn't it? So is top speed. Well, let's put a few days under that running for the moment. Of course, we're getting a new gearbox, so maybe I don't need to do this as much. Anyway, it's at 75 now. There we go. We know what we're doing, kind of, maybe. Who knows? Who says I don't? You lie. Okay, gearbox. So this is just our quick gearbox to make sure we have something. Now we're going to build our serious gearbox for race time, we hope. So, I can go +10, +10. Not the most optimal, certainly, but it would allow us to actually use it in the race quicker. So that's the thing going for it. And then we just take the +30. 6 hours after the race if we do it like that. Well, if it's not going to be in time for the next race, maybe I just go over 25 to max and just try to get to the 305 level. There we go. And we still have cash. Huzzah, we still have cash. Okay. So replace... let's think about this then. So we're going to have to use one of these gearboxes anyway. And what was I pairing that one? I don't know. Okay. So we'll stick it like that. Go 19.1 for the moment. Or I could go just get that up to maximum parts. Do it that way. But then I'm running the risk of running a gearbox that's not going to be ready in 12 days. We're going 19.1. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, pause. So both our engines are now up to 75. Gearbox is kind of there. Okay, so just that. And I guess that's everything, kind of. So that won't be done in time, but we can get our parts upgraded as well. Acceleration is cool, is good here. Low speed corners is also good. So let's actually put our front wings back into action. And instead of brakes, go for improvements on said front wings. Okay, 18.2. And just see where we are. It's Charlie the movie! Yay, more marketability. Okay, now if the marketability is increasing, that might actually put our sponsors up to level 4. They are. Darn it, unfortunately, we are stuck. If I'd have waited, I might have got level 4 sponsor targets and things. Okay, 3 days in. I'm being cautious on this, of course, but I want to try and get everything kind of upgraded. So that's the 74. And let's get that gearbox as high up as it can before we get there. Okay. 72 is not bad. I can live with 72. Okay. So here we are. We have the 5th best car on the grid still. It's probably a little close looking at that. We're above the average point, which seems bizarre given that we are apparently 5th. Absolute best on grid. 2nd best. Okay, so somebody beating us on front wing design at the moment. Let's just go and improve our parts then. So, fit parts. So, gearbox will of course go to Dulatev, who is currently competing for everything right now. So Dulatev now has the best parts on everything, and you're still quite happy, even though it's an overall -5, I guess. And he's quite happy the car is looking fairly awesome these days. So, best 6th, 7th, 5th. Overall 5th. New gearbox in 6 hours, which would be awesome. Let's move on to the Tondela Grand Prix. Our target, I guess we might as well go for this, because this is 2 million if we hit it now. Even if we miss it, we'll have enough to do an engine or another gearbox upgrade. So let's go racing. Dulatev, you have your target. Stay second. Stay in contention for the driver's title. We'll see you in Portugal. And so, practice for Portugal. So, I forgot how many laps this was going to be. I should have probably checked. Hold on. Event results, standings. Oh well, let's just go through. Let's go through the car setups anyway. So we're going to be going super softs, I feel, here for practice. We have 17.5s. For here, we have 21, 2.3, 31, and 63 as our starting points. Super soft tyres, because why not? 17.5, 27.5, minus 2, 31, and 63. All looks good. Yep, that all looks good. Okay, tyre choice is again going to be super softs. Okay, speed balance is apparently out on Dulatev's car, so let's actually move the gear ratios up 1 point on both cars. And off we go. Take the practice. And off you go. Alright, again, likely just send them out, send them in. At least on run one. Let's see if they actually complain on this initial lap. They probably won't, actually. Do I want to go them in? In fact, I've kind of missed the window already, so we'll let them do a lap. We'll see where we are on there. Handling is superb. Handling is awesome. Dulatev fastest first sector, but it didn't last very long. Salvadore's already ahead of us. God darn you, Dulatev. Salvador even. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. We're 2 and 4, but I know there's other people that have a go. Let's bring them in, though, rather than have them go for another lap. I'd certainly take 3 and 6 in the race, in all fairness, even though its sponsor target is, of course, to go one better than that. Oh, and that was down near perfect. Okay, just need to sort the downforce out. I'm going to guess we want it slightly lower. In fact, I'm going to guess we want it slightly higher, actually. Let's go 18.2 and do that. We'll then adjust the tyre pressures until we get into more or less the right position. I think that'll do. Okay, same super soft tyres because we want to save a set, even though we have no reason to do so. Okay, so we already know we want to get the downforce slightly higher. Go 18.2 and 28.2. Handling, I'm gonna push. Let's try it like that. Actually, we'll just see if that. We'll see if that works. Because it was excellent on Dulatev's car, so it's got to be reasonably around that area, but off they go. Surete moves up into second. Our times now drop to 6th and 8th overall. Tally down to 10th. But Dulatev has a much better setup car here. He's half a second faster than Tally right now. How consistent is Dulatev as a driver, actually? That's be something that's be interesting to look at in a little bit. But let's see how he does on his next flying lap. He's obviously going to be slower because he's on worn tyres. Okay, liking the aero setup more. 9 tenths down. And crosses the line. 2.1 seconds off the pace. Oh, bear with. Alright, apologies for the interruption. So, let's bring in Dulatev and also bring in Tally, and we'll try and get another run in. Might even put them on new tyres, just see where we happen to be in that kind of things here. Should hopefully get to level 2 knowledge on both with the amount of time we got left. Okay, Dulatev, great on downforce. Not quite there, though. But it's an improvement. So let's raise it up a little more. Put us on the limit there. Change the downforce. Go with that. New set of super softs. Let's go and set a time. Oh, Tally doesn't think the handling is working as well. Okay. We're in perfect position for 2 of them, though, but apparently handling wasn't one of them. So we go the other way then with handling, I guess. Go straight to there. Let's try that. One more super soft run for you. Let's see if we can't get some good times in for the last lap. We'll be able to start one flying lap with 2 minutes 22 on the clock, so let's see where we happen to be on pace. This could be vital, actually. Not just because he now just hit level 2. Okay, let's follow Dulatev around. He's got some traffic in front of him, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, traffic in Sector 1. He's 9 tenths down, possibly because of the traffic. He's actually improved time. He's faster in the middle sector, at least than the front in first. Crossing the line, 1.5 down. That's an improvement, I think. It wasn't an improvement actually, but neither was Tally's. Okay. So 7th and 10th is where we actually are on pace. Okay, so with that, let's see what we can do in the race, and we'll see also whether the qualifying has fixed itself. It has not. So we're in random qualifying positions for the rest of this race, which seems absolutely bizarre to me, but I'm going to take it because it actually is only going to benefit me because I'm in, what, first and... Oh dear, okay. So, let's go for light-footed super softs and that for you, and you can go and grab both the super soft and the race trim upgrades. So we're thinking here, at least I'm thinking here, that Tally is in a good position to try and go for a win here at this point. The tyres should last 8 laps, it says. Oh, I remember this one. This is the okay, so we are going to go. We're going to try. If we can make them go the prescribed 8 laps. And Tally should be able to make them go the prescribed 8 laps. Then she can go 4 stop. Go 8, 16. Yeah, she can go 3 stops. 8 laps each. That's right. I'm going to put an extra lap of fuel just so she can push. And we'll see how that goes. She's also got the bonus, so hopefully that will work out. Here, though, I kind of wish I'd given her the other setup now, actually. But I suppose, actually, it's going to be better for her to be on that, so... Yeah. We'll also give Dulatev 10 laps of fuel. Actually, no. Dulatev will only give 8 laps of fuel, and we'll make him do 7. So we're going to be aggressive at the start, push for positions, and then make up the time later. We're going to have to do a number of stops here, or Dulatev's going to have to do a stint on the medium tyres. But this is clearly what we want to be doing right now. Okay, strategy. Tally is going to go all-out attack. And Dulatev is going to go high and high. Not an all-out attack, because we need to somewhat conserve the tyres, which we don't think will last. Let's see what we can do here. Again, the Eastwoods have somehow banked a starting position towards the front. I call favoritism. I massively call favoritism. Okay, well, let's just see where we go. So, Tally, 4th place. We need to get past those Eastwood cars as fast as possible here. Let's see what happens. Okay, up into 3rd. Charging straight away for 2nd. Oh, that's an Eastwood going backwards. We're okay with that. Dulatev is in 12th, challenging for 11th. In fact, drops back to 12th as it happens. He was being challenged there. Oh, and Tally's just been squeezed out on the outside. You can't afford to let Sabado past you. He will just take advantage, and he is doing so. Okay, so across the line, we go to there. Let's then move to push, and we're going to stay high on fuel there. Dulatev is going to go medium on fuel, try to go long. Switch back. Oh, for God's sake. Right, let's find out how well the softs are going to run then. 13 laps of fuel. Repair that. Might as well do it balanced. And might as well push these tyres to the end and go low fuel. Well, actually, I don't suppose there's a point. We're going to be refueling anyway. Just make sure you let your teammate past here. Okay, so Dulatev now. 9th place. Fighting for 8th. Nope. Fighting for 9th, actually. Okay, up he goes. Dulatev then in a reasonable position here. 80% on the tyre wear. Lap 3 has begun. 6 laps of fuel, and we used a quarter of our thing in that 2 laps, basically. These tyres are not going to last very long. Let's go to medium fuel wear and try to hold them on then. Immediately get mugged. Okay. Jans Latier goes fastest. We now sneak ourselves up into 9th. We're good in the slow speed corners, but we're just not able to maintain that here. What do we do with Tally, actually? I guess we go high and push and just see where we end up with that. She's going to go long anyway, so we had such an ambitious target. Up into 9th. Unfortunately, we're just fighting with Leclerc, and it's not working out for us here. I'm going to have to either up the pushing rate or just give up on the fuel strategy. I think we might be giving up on the fuel strategy here. Push the fuel, see if we can use that to stay, most of all, stay in 10th, but also get some distance back. We're just Dulatev. Come on. This is not what we need in this race right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 19-1 behind. We're actually closing in a little bit here. Charging up the field into 8th place with that move. Okay, so we're losing grip, but if we go high, we will definitely have the fuel and track position, which is definitely important here. Dulatev 20 seconds down, but now looking okay. In fact, your tyres are not going to last at that rate. That's really annoying already. If I can't make the super softs last that long, jeez. Okay, interesting. Drivers in the pit. Okay, Dulatev, double overtake. That's interesting. That's actually Sabado. Oh, that's actually Rogers. Okay, he might actually be challenging us for this. We are going to pit at the end of this lap. Point 10. We're going to go onto a new set of soft tyres. We're going to go for 8 laps. Fast pit stop. Let's go. We want to be on the faster tyres as long as we can get away with it. So let's have 19.7. Losing ground to Shah at a rate of knots here, but we have overtaken Jans Latier on the way in. So there's that going for us. The tyres have just started wearing off. And I've just noticed somebody did not pit there. Good pit stop. And we are out in front of a few of the people we care about. Okay. Stay on the attack just initially to get us out of there. That's fine. Let's go push and high. And then just watch the people with no grip. Okay, so Shah is out of the pits and just away. These are all the soft runners we're fighting now. We're on faster tyres, but they're on lighter fuel loads. So this is now where the strategy comes in. And we'll see whether this is working here. This is a genuinely difficult race for us, I think. Not least of all for Tally, who is going to have to start burning fuel because the tyres are not going to last long enough to do as long as we'd like them to. Up in a 5th. We are getting past the soft runners quite well here. We're into 4th. We're 20.3 seconds behind Shah. That's where we want to be. But I think we're now going to have to conserve our own tyres on Dulatev. Both Dyers and Arbeloa in front of us are running very, very low grip levels, so hopefully we should get past them on that basis. Unfortunately, we're being held up. Okay, well now that's sorted itself out. We'll find out where our actual positions are. Dyers is still out in front of us, actually, it turns out. So that's a little silly of them. Tide egg is bad. Okay, let's go and start conserving our tyres a little more here. Let's find out what everybody else is doing. He's actually trying to go... Okay, they're trying to go light on fuel here, so let's match... Let's match that. Let's go for medium here. Go a little fuel saving. I don't imagine we're going to catch Shah at the moment anyway. He's just too far gone. In fact, the closest runner is Marchetta, who's a long way behind here. We're 12 seconds clear of the next soft runner, who I'm considering as our rival at this stage. Although Rogers might have pitted at the same time, because I wasn't paying attention to that. When did you pit? Let's just keep going anyway. Medium. We've got to try and make this last, so I think actually we're going to go high fuel load. Meanwhile, back to Tally. So we think Tally can go one more lap, do we? Okay, I'm game with that. Tally, you're going to pit at the end of this lap for a new set of softs. I mean, actually, in fairness, these softs have not gone long enough at all here, have they? Well, we might as well keep you on these, because if we can make them last long enough... And I mean, they did do a full tank, in fairness. We've been burning the fuel quite fast, but they've lasted, so you can do 2 more stops, I think. Get you down to there. No parts really look dodgy other than the front wing, which we'll just do a quick repair on. We're so far down the order, we might as well. Fast pit stop. Onto softs. Oh, don't do that now. The only thing I will do, though, is send you down to push. And then to neutral, because we want to make sure you will actually make it. Will you make it, though? Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll make that. Okay. So medium, pit. Yeah, I was confused about which of my drivers was Tally there for some bizarre reason. So 10 laps on those. Fix the front wing, because we might as well. Fast pit stop. Off you go. Dulatev is pulling away, seemingly from second place. Is staying 25 seconds behind Shah, and that's a pit stop. And he's just going ridiculously fast right now. Conserve, and I think we're going to burn the fuel here. We can only last 2 more laps on our current level, so start burning the fuel. We're going 2 laps. So we're burning fuel fast in here, but is it worth the change to softs See, we're matching his time, but we're just going so much faster than everybody else. Okay, it's a good stop overall. Let's keep that going. Okay, Duletev then. Across this line, we are then going to go for a pit stop. Oh, our tyres are at the minimum point here. Right, soft. If I could do 9 laps twice on soft tyres, I'd only have to stop one more time and I'd always be on the best tyres. We've got enough of a gap to Alex Rogers to actually attempt this. Or I could go soft tyres and see what I can do at the end. Soft tyres, 10 laps of fuel. Front wing change. Regrets already. Off we go. And yeah, this might... I should probably have tried to pit you in this lap. But we need to be really... Oh, actually, it's not worth saving that. We're just going to have to go neutral and hope. It's not going to cost us too much time, but it already kind of is. 29.4. The other runners are now starting to close in on us a little bit. Okay, that worked, and actually, Jans de Tier is going to overtake us. We're going to fall into 5th place, new tyres. Okay, let's go high and high. High and high, and I've just noticed that our strategies are actually kind of similar here, but they're on absolute polar opposite ends of a track, so let's just keep that going. Going to conserve on tally already here because I'm just not convinced the tyres can last. And now, drivers in front of us are also going to pit, but we are just taking advantage of the undercut here. If we're fighting them for positions, they're basically a pit stop down. The only rival we're actually caring about is in the pits, and we are already through. Have, however, lost a position. That's Shah coming in. Shah actually went quite long on those tyres. I'm a bit surprised by that. But we're coming on softs. Shah's on super softs. So Shah's on the faster tyre, but we can go deeper into the race. I don't think it's going to make a difference. So, Jans de Tier is in front of us on worn softs. Okay, let's then think about this. If I can get 6... Alright, Tally is going to push because I actually kind of want to rebalance this, get her pushing and try and move her up the order, which might be better than trying the other way. Duletev then will try to go long. So I don't want them really pitting on the same lap if I can avoid it. Okay, well out they come. Jans de Tier on a new set of super softs. Diaz is on worn soft tyres behind us, only made one stop. And Shah is just miles ahead of us. Half a lap ahead. And I can do nothing about him. Absolutely nothing about this. I'm going to conserve my tyres as well, because I've got a feeling they're going to be a bit dodgy some of the end of this. .3 is the gap. And just extending. Good news is the gap behind us is closing, but not by very much. And our stop is going to be a short splash and dash. Theirs is going to be shorter though, is the only downside of that, I guess. Actually, they might be stopping around the same lap times. Given that we went in early onto the softs, but what we really need to happen is for Shah to blow up, and the Eastwood cars to just die in horrible flames and destruction and all of that nonsense. So where are you now? You've just gone that. So you've got 2 laps to go on those tyres. I think we can go up to push here. So Tally can start pushing, trying to close in on 10th. Yes, she's there with 2 laps to go. Medium attack. We're going to go down to there and go pushing on the tyres. Unfortunately, you're being caught up, and that's rather too annoying for us. So we can do 2 laps on those. So just do hard and attack. Let's go and attack into the pits. Tally is getting close to that point, but we'll do that later. Finally, the gap's coming down to Dulatev. We're actually going faster than him for the first time in absolutely for ages. Tally is not going to have the fuel to make it, so let's go like that, and let's go like that. And let's pit you at the end of the next lap. So, with 8 laps to go, I think we can go on soft tyres. Soft tyres, 8 laps. None of our parts need repairing. Fast pit stop, off you go. Dulatev then. Let's just see where you happen to be. And you happen to be in an awesome position here. Double overtake them. Personal best lap, 121.1. You are churning through the tyres, and we will be pitting you at the end of this lap. The only hope is that we get out with enough. So, 8 laps, which is pretty much exactly what we'll have. Fast stop, and I think it's just calculated that we're not going to make it, so let's go to there. Well, the gap's closing. The gap's closed quite a bit there. Does he have a problem? Well, mind you, it's 47 seconds, so I don't think he's really got a problem that's going to make it enough of a difference. Okay, Tally is out of the pits in 11th place. In comes Dulatev. Okay, new softs. Okay, I can also actually just go high fuel for the end of this, I think. High neutral. Yeah, and I think you can do more or less the same here. Actually, no, you can't. We're going to have to put you on medium. You've got just enough fuel to make it, so Dulatev, off you go. 3rd place, with all your pit stops made. Janstedt here. Shah's in the pits. That's how far ahead he is. We come out of the pits, he's entering the pits in 1st place ahead of us. He's been in there for a while, though. He has been in there for an age. Dulatev. Shah's on the wrong tyres. He's on the wrong tyres. He's on slower tyres than us right now. And he's only a few seconds up the road. This is now the battle for the lead, which I didn't think we would have. He's faster than us, just, on his current levels, but he is pushing harder than us. And he can afford to a certain extent. This is just torture. We're on the faster type of tyre, and we cannot do a darn thing to him. Tally, though, is up into 7th. This is not a bad placement by her at all. Let's go to medium fuel just to make sure we do have enough. I think we do, though. In fact, we definitely do. He's not telling me that, but we definitely have enough. 5.4 is the gap. We could do a good run from Dulatev now. Yeah, he's trying to conserve his tyres a little bit, so this is what's giving us the edge here. Let's push on the fuel slightly while we can. Can't push for much, but we can push for a little. There we go, that's exact fuel now. God darn, these lapped cars just staying in our way. Get out of our way! Ah! God darn you, out of our way. We are faster than you. Blue flags, get. Well, that's now pretty much ruined it. We was 3 seconds of... Oh, god darn it. God darn it. We have excess fuel, we have excess tyres, but there's almost no point in chasing him down. He's got tyre wear on us now. Masses of tyre wear. We're actually going to have to be conservative for the rest of the race, I think, now. Or just stop again, which would be a complete disaster. Yeah, back up. As our tyres are just dead. Okay, Tally's saying the gear shifts are off. How far ahead are you? Nowhere near. In fact, you're actually going to have a problem soon. That's a Vexala behind us that wants your position. Lap 32 starts, 1 lap to go. We got enough tyres to make it now. So neutral, high. We'll make a last hurrah of it, but it's not going to matter. It's just going to keep us second. In fact, actually, we're too far ahead for that. Oh, slightly depressing. All right, Tally, what can you do? Pretty much your job is hold position. So you got excess fuel. Let's go high and push. Out of excess fuel. But we can definitely push those tyres for a bit more now, just to give ourselves a little bit of a cushion. There we go, 1.6, 1.7. Yeah, I can actually attack the last lap just to be sure of it. So, it was an interesting race. We were just outclassed, unfortunately, by the Eastwood. Finished second, though. Take a good result back. Tally will take 7th. Again, but for an error by her this time, not by myself. Who knows what it might have been. Might still be 8th, though, but just about able to hold off. Oh, and you hadn't. God darn it, Shah. You're just showing off now. That darn Eastwood is darn near bulletproof, I'm sure of it. Oh, God darn it. So, were there any rules broken? Tally, drive-through penalty, which we kind of were aware of. Drive-through penalty for Sabado, who did pick up the fastest lap, which is fine. It takes it away from the people who might be challenging my position, and means that Shah only gains 1 point on me in the championship. The downside, though, is I would imagine that... Oh, no, we are still first, and the gap to third has jumped to nearly 40 points. This is exactly where we want the championship to be. If we get engaged in a long, drawn-out battle with Eastwood Motorsport, I will take that. If Eastwood Motorsport beat us in every single race, but we finish 3rd and 4th, I will take that. Of course, I'm going to be fighting for the championship as much as I can. They look strong. They look like contenders. And maybe we are. Maybe we are. At least now we're getting to the stage where our parts are reliable enough as well. So is everybody else's, which is kind of showing. But, you know, maybe Shah won't finish a couple of races. Maybe they'll have problems. Maybe they'll be positioned in 20th and 19th rather than 2nd and 3rd like they have been basically every race up to this point. Ah, jeez. Okay. Well, the good news is we hit our target, and there's a huge, huge amount of money coming in now. And that is, I think, opening the door for engine development. We do, however, gain our new gearbox. Huzzah! So, I will see you next time where we will do more stuff and things. Until then.